Welcome to Time for Baby. Play ideas for supporting baby's social, emotional, language, and motor development in the first year and building your parent-child relationship. Early experiences really do matter. Newborns sleep a lot, so there's not a lot of time to interact with them. Separation might occur because of work or other reasons, and it might last for a few hours, days, or even longer. Close relationships with emotionally available, loving, responsive caregivers help babies to experience and regulate their emotions. Parents can show love with hugs, kisses, smiles, and affirming words from the very beginning. Here are some quick ideas to develop your relationship with your baby, support your baby's mental well-being, and help baby's development, even if you don't have much time. Prepare yourself for time with your baby. Whether you're getting home from work, picking them up for a quick visit, or you've been away for quite a while, try to clear your mind of your troubles so that you can focus on the relationship. The quality of time spent matters way more than the length of time. Caregivers need to take care of themselves to be able to take care of baby. Babies need help learning to feel and manage their emotions. They learn this through seeing caregivers respond to their needs calmly. Some grounding techniques for you might include taking some deep breaths, counting backwards from 10, doing some gentle stretches. Ultimately, think about the face and voice you're bringing to your baby. What will they see and hear? You can try walking barefoot in the grass or just walking in the grass if you can't go barefoot. Listen to music, sing, do whatever feels right for you. Set aside distractions. Turn off the TV and computer, set down the phone, and pay attention to what your baby does, says, what he's learning. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends no screen time at all for children under 2, except for video chatting with loved ones. We can set this example by putting devices away and truly just being with baby. Screen time can interfere with children's ability to experience and learn from their environment and to engage with others. It can also contribute to lasting attention problems. Even educational programs on TV don't give kids the back and forth type of interaction they need to learn, and TV does not challenge them to explore their environment. Sometimes babies need to be bored to get motivated enough to explore toys and try to move around and crawl. Babies are always communicating. All behavior is a form of communication. Even newborns are ready to interact and use their behavior to communicate and to seek out connections with their caregivers. Newborns can recognize their parents' voices and prefer their parents' voice to other sounds. They tune into their parents' face and can recognize and imitate facial expressions very early in life. Early interactions have a big effect on developing trust, memory, language, and mental health. What do you notice as you're interacting with the baby? They might yawn, hiccup, breathe differently, startle, tremble, look away, or change colors when they're stressed or overstimulated. This just tells you they need a break. Don't take it personally. Their little brains need a little extra time to process since everything is new to them. What do you notice that baby seems to like? Does she spend time looking at a wall hanging or a light fixture? Label what it is you think the baby is looking at and use it for a hide and seek game. You might turn her away from it and say, "Where'd the light go?" And turn her back toward it and say, "There it is." Baby talk. Here are some ideas for when you're talking with your baby. Make eye contact. Holding the baby 9 to 15 inches away from your face is where newborns focus best, and this eye contact helps with forming the parent-infant bond. Snuggle. Gentle touch has a positive effect on baby's development and the caregiver-child relationship. You might even check out a class on infant massage. Slow down. Slower, higher-pitched, sing-songy speech is easier for babies to understand. If baby seems uncomfortable with you compared to another caregiver, and your voice is loud or deep, you might think about softening your voice and talking in a higher pitch. It might make baby more comfortable. The power of pause. Show baby how to do something, or talk to them, and wait and see what they do. Make sure you give them enough time to respond. Serve and return. This is the back and forth, imitating baby's simple babbling sounds, expressions, or gestures. Just keep the conversation going. Just play. You really are baby's best friend and best toy. Get down to baby's level so they can see your face and so you can recognize things from their perspective. You might even be able to spot some potential safety hazards. When you're playing with baby, the sillier you feel, the better. Silly faces, silly voices, lots of smiles and laughter. Make your routine special. Talk about what you're doing when you're cooking or cleaning or getting them dressed. Count their toes and fingers during bath time. Name their body parts during diaper changes. But you might have to teach baby how to play. You might show them how to find his feet, clap her hands, shake a rattle, turn pages in a book, push buttons on a toy, or turn the shapes to fit into a puzzle or shape sorter. Go outside. Put on appropriate clothing and protection for the weather, and just get outside. Take a walk, play peekaboo or I Spy with things in your environment. Rock and bounce and dance around with baby, varying your speed. But keep baby safe, protecting his or her head. Carry the baby facing out to see everything around you. Talk to your baby about what you see, hear, smell, and feel. Take a blanket out there with you and try some tummy time. Provide a safe home base to come back to, but give baby space to explore. Don't be afraid to get dirty. Positive sensory experiences between babies and caregivers help to build trust. You can try blowing bubbles, using finger paint on their hands or feet. Watch out for things going in their mouth, but try playing with leaves, water, grass, sand, or rocks for a variety of sensations. Watch how the baby responds to the sensations and don't force it or make baby too uncomfortable for too long. A lot of times babies are sensitive to putting their bare feet down in the grass outside. You might start by ripping up some grass or leaves and putting it on the blanket with them, or even in a box to play with in the house at first. Tummy time is important for baby's motor development and helps support your baby's social emotional development as well. Limiting time and containers such as swings, playpens, bouncers, carriers, and car seats helps to prevent or correct flat spots on the baby's head. It also encourages interaction with parents and other family members if the baby is out and about. Babies need time on their bellies when they're awake and supervised. A good goal would be an hour or more a day by the time they're 3 months old. Tummy time strengthens the back and neck, shoulders and arms for rolling, crawling, walking, and other activities, even handwriting and sports. Starting tummy time on your chest might make it easier for baby to tolerate. They can see you, smell you, and feel your heartbeat, and skin-to-skin contact can help the baby with temperature regulation and learning to soothe themselves. When you do move into putting baby on the floor, check around to make sure there's nothing in reach that could harm them. If it fits inside of a toilet paper tube, baby would be able to choke on it. Start tummy time at 2 to 3 minutes at a time, increasing to 10 to 15 minutes at a time or more when they can handle it. Just remember, you need to be down there to entertain and talk to him. It's scary down there all by himself. Tummy time tips. Sometimes babies will spit up during tummy time, so it's best to wait a little while after feeding. When you respond to baby's needs and discomfort, you'll gain their trust. You can try rolling up a towel or stuffed animal under the baby's armpits to help with lifting their head and chest. Put the baby where you can be face to face or looking into a mirror with them. This way you can talk to the baby, sing to them, make silly faces, and move around to help them follow you by looking all the way to the left and all the way to the right. Put a favorite toy within reach, and as they start to get ready to crawl, place it just out of reach, or put a hand behind each foot for something to push off from. Challenge her just a little beyond what's easy for her. If baby fusses with tummy time, you can try smaller doses often. Put the baby down on the floor on their tummy after every diaper change and talk to them while you're cleaning up. The extra minutes will add up and they'll know you're coming right back for them. Once baby has good enough head control and doesn't have a full belly, you can try Superman or other flying games. And when they're ready, move on to crawling practice. But be the cheerleader. Cheer him on. Be the smiling face for him to crawl toward. What if I can't be with my baby? Whether you're separated from your baby because of parental separation, work commitments, military service, or other reasons, you can still bond with your baby from a distance. If video visits are an option, the caregiver at home can set the baby up to view the screen in a variety of positions, including tummy time. You can do a lot of the same activities you would if you were in person. Experts say that video chatting with a loved one is an acceptable form of screen time. You can talk to the baby about your surroundings or the baby's surroundings. Talk about something you want to do with them when you're there in person. Make faces, smile, bright eyes, and a smile. Help baby to organize her emotions. You can still imitate baby sounds and sing or read to the baby. Prepare for your time away. There are dolls that can be made with your photo for military deployment and other separations at hugahero.com. You can leave something with your scent, clothing, a blanket, or stuffed animal. You can video or just audio record yourself reading a book. Some books actually come with recordable chips in them. Build a community and network around yourself and around the baby and caregiver at home for support while you're gone. Arrange to be a part of medical visits if possible, either in person or virtually, so that you can ask questions. If the primary caregiver at home is acting like a gatekeeper for the information, share again that you want to be involved. What to do when baby cries. Babies cry to communicate. All behavior is communication. Some babies cry 3 hours or more a day. Baby might be hungry, uncomfortable or in pain, overstimulated or overtired. A lot of parents start to notice that different cries have different meanings. but some babies are just harder to read than others. The good thing is babies are forgiving. If you have trouble reading their cues, there will always be another chance to show them you can keep them safe and comfort them when they are distressed. Don't pick up a baby if you're angry. Try to calm yourself first. You might take a deep breath and let it out slowly. Gently rock or walk around with the baby. Sing or read to your baby. Listen to your favorite music or a guided relaxation. Take baby for a walk in the stroller or a ride in the car seat. Call a friend or family member or other support person to help. Put baby on their back in a safe place like a crib or playpen and go to another room. Be sure to check in on them every few minutes. If it seems like baby is always crying, call the Fussy Baby Network. Leave a message on their warm line and someone will get back to you. 1-888-431-2229. And always, in an emergency, dial 911. Whatever you do, never, never shake a baby or child. Ask for help. Any parent can develop symptoms of postpartum depression. If you have concerns about your or a partner's mental health or your relationship with your child, please speak to a mental health provider. Symptoms might look like withdrawing or avoiding the family, not interacting with the baby in positive ways, difficulties relating to the other parent, feeling more irritable, angry, or aggressive, lasting sadness or despair, substance use, working more than usual or feeling unable to work. If you have concerns, please contact a provider. Also, babies develop at their own pace, but if you have questions about your baby's development, speak to their medical provider. Here are some helpful resources. Babiesonthehomefront.org has resources for military families. SesameWorkshop.org tackles tough topics like divorce, addiction, and incarceration. The Fussy Baby Network helps families coping with fussy infants. Pathways.org has an app and website with developmental milestones and videos. Alameda County Father Corps allowed the use of their Diversity of Fatherhood photos. The original photos used in this presentation were used with permission from the subject's parents or photographer and the Diversity of Fatherhood Photo Bank of Alameda County. Photos remain the property of the original source. Ideas were collected from early intervention providers and parents. This document is not intended as medical advice. As always, if you have questions about your child's development, please reach out to their provider.